Hello Maplers, and welcome to MapleWorld World. Let's start off today with a look at some forum comments.
Yesterday I went to do a quest, but every channel I couldn't because someone was hacking the area.
It is really sad that hackers run the Renegade server.
Why is nothing being done to deal with these cheaters?
In this MapleWorld World, we're going to give you a brief glimpse into how we fight hackers. Let's start with how to spot a GM in game. We are in a continual process of booting hackers and making the game better for everyone. But a lot of what we do you can't necessarily see. Primarily because the GMs in game are, yes, invisible. Hey Zinedine.
Yeah?
Show everyone watching what you look like.
Hey everyone.
So what happens in game is that when a hacker rears its ugly head in the vicinity of a GM, Zinedine identifies them, goes into our player database,
and I ban them.
But how do you catch every single hacker in the game?
Well, I'm not the only GM out there. There are many of us. And we spread out all over all of the game maps across all of the servers. In fact, I'm doing Scania right now.
Aren't you forgetting something?
Oh yeah.
Now, you might already be aware of the existence of GMs in game, but you might not be aware of some of the other techniques we use to axe hackers. Hacker behavior is fairly predictable, so we can engineer the servers to recognize patterns of movement or action that we're pretty sure can only come from someone hacking. When the system spots an instance of this, it automatically bans the perpetrator. Now, why can't we simply just ban all suspicious activity and be done with it? Well, from the computer's perspective, there isn't a hard line between hacker and a really good player. If we set the auto ban to be too restrictive, we run the risk of banning someone who's just really amazing at playing MapleStory. The balance is more of an art than a science, so we must also rely on the human eyes of GMs, and, of course, you. If you see hackers in game, you can report their activity. That report goes to our investigators, who go into our player activity logs and verifies the crime. Now you, trustworthy Mapler, I know would never report an innocent player, but there are those who do, who flood our investigators with thousands of false reports. So to curb that, we have to place restrictions on reporting. For instance, you can only report someone once a week. But even if you don't actively report hackers, you could still do your part to help keep MapleWorld crime-free by just not playing with hackers or associating with sites that provide hacks. The less cooperation hackers get in-game, the better the overall game experience for everyone. If you have any further questions about anything you saw here, comment below or go to the MapleStory forums. Until next time, have a happy week in MapleWorld.